Priyo, and we're talking about the Carpet Cleaning Association of West Australia that you helped assemble and put together there. And you had some pretty clear goals, and you're saying you really wanted training, but training that people had to do to keep your standards up, competency-based training. I find that for an industry that's a very practical, hands-on industry, one would think that would just be a given. But I know I've been on the internet, and there's lots of internet-based training.
Yes.
And that, I mean, I come from the building industry, so I know if you don't get your hands on, you
all the theory in the world is not going to help you when you actually can't put a wall up straight.
No, it's a bit different than just programming computers. You've actually got to, with the carpet, you've got to know this equipment, know what it.
Yeah.
And I guess when you're using it, you because it's machinery, you're listening to it, you're hearing it, you can feel the suction. You get. I bet you can pick up a piece of equipment and go, hold on, that's faulty, and someone else who'd never used it go, why? It's turned on.
That's right, yeah. And look, I had another classic instance of that with another trainee just a couple of weeks ago. He had a brand new machine, and I took one look at it and I said, that's not performing. And we found that in the end it was actually a crack in the machine from brand new.
Oh, right.
And it was affecting the vacuum recovery performance, and it was leaking water as well, and it was actually blowing out water through an exhaust port. Now, with him having been new to the industry, never seen the machine before, he just thought that's how it was.
Yeah.
So we took it back into the supplier, and we sort of had a little conversation with the supplier as well to make sure that they were aware of exactly what the problem was. And I spoke to the chap again just a couple of days ago, and he said the difference in the performance of that machine was incredible, and he would have been none the wiser. He was just kept on using the machine as it was because he didn't realise. For me, with that experience, having to come in and go, oh look, I expect this sort of result from that type of machine, and I'm not achieving it. What's wrong?
Yeah.
And so I looked into it, and all of a sudden that's where we found out there was problems there.
What are the types of people that actually join your organisation? Are they men they start, so they're seasoned professionals? Are they?
To be honest, a lot of the seasoned professionals, if you want to put it that way, or people who've been out there, a lot of them are fairly averse to training for some reason or another. And a lot of them don't like the idea of being told that what they've been doing has been incorrect. Now, I know for myself, I was in the industry 6 years before I undertook any training, and then went, oh my God, was I really doing that? Yes, I was. Hide my face in shame.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a lot of those people are really hesitant and take a lot of convincing to be able to come on board. People who are new to the industry and got no idea, and I think I said before, once again, a lot of them are coming out of the mining industry as well.
Yeah.
With that sort of background, and training is very, very heavy in those sorts of things. It's just a given.
It's just part of their culture.
So that's part of their culture. So they go looking for training, okay, and they come across the association. They find that what our standards are. Yeah. And the fact that we supply training as well, and that's then becomes of great interest to them. And they're the ones that seem to be more focused on getting that sort of information first before they step into the industry.
Yes.
Okay. So it's a very, very different dynamic from new people to people who have been around for a while. So the ones that have been around for a while, they're a little bit
hesitant.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a pride as well. I do my job properly. Yes, you do your job properly as far as you know to. But it's incredible how much knowledge gives you so much more power and so much more ability. I know that myself, when I went through my training once again, I was able to look at the carpet and think, okay, that worked on that carpet, but I used the same process on that carpet and it didn't have any impact whatsoever. Why? You know, I'm using the same product, but now that I understand the technicalities of the different fibres and different chemistries and the different physical properties and how to put that all together into a package that's going to work. Yeah. My work became so much more efficient. I made a lot more money because of the fact that I now knew what I was doing. Yeah. And a lot of times stuff that I would have walked away from before, I could say, okay, well now this is the option we have with that. Okay. So I was leaving money lying on the carpet, walking away from it, whereas now it's like, well, I can actually do that something for you with that, and for me it's great because I'll make something out of it. And the same again for any other carpet cleaning, the stuff that they normally wouldn't have been able to achieve, they can once they've had that training. Yeah. So it is interesting when you look at that when you say leaving off the carpet, because carpets just ain't carpets. They're just whatever fibers. I suppose one of the things, someone might be watching this and maybe as you said, coming out of the mining industry, or there's redundancies happening all the time, or maybe they're looking for a career change, maybe they want to work for themselves.
What kind of career, for someone who's been in it for so long, you've come from ground up, basically self-taught and then discovered the training, what kind of a career can it offer somebody?
It can offer you whatever you want, really. At the end of the day, it's up to you where your limit is, okay? I mean, for a lot of years, I thought being just a single operator was what I wanted to do, as my lifestyle choice.
Right.
Okay, so I sort of cruised along, and in the last few years, I've been thinking, well, you know what, I'm not getting any younger. Grey hairs, they're a dead giveaway. But physically, I wasn't going to be able to handle what I could do once upon a time. So I've decided to set my business up as more of a business rather than a job. Okay, so I'm focusing on increasing my business, getting more staff, getting more machines on the road, getting more work. So that's my focus. Okay? But that's not everybody's. As I said, there are some people that like to come in and they only want to work a few days a week. There are others that want to work 7 days a week. Okay, and there's all points in between. There are some that just want to focus on one certain aspect of the industry, and others want to focus right across the board. It's whatever you decide you want to do within the industry is as to what the outcome that you can have from it.
Do you find that the newer members that are joining that may, because it's just opened up to them, by having access to seasoned members like yourself in the association, is there some of the discussions that come up when they say, well, what are my choices?
Yes. Absolutely. We've got quite a few older members within the association that have been around for quite some time, because we've been basically around for 17 years now as the association. So there's a lot of us in there with a lot of experience who have made a lot of mistakes along the way, which have cost us a fair bit of money as well, and stress.
All of this other going, yeah, me too.
Don't we all? But I mean, you know, with that ability or that knowledge in the background there, there's so much knowledge that the new members can draw on. Okay. Now, one of the other things that we've done just recently, we initiated a private Facebook page for the Carpet Cleaning Association members only, and that has proven to be fantastic. Okay, because if anybody's got a question, bang, it goes onto there. And all of a sudden, we've got all these people coming in saying, yes, we can do that. If you need this sort of equipment, you can go see this person here, or that person there has got that sort of skill to be able to do that. And it's suddenly expanded their ability to get a situation sorted out as well. So for newer members, they can post up a question and they can have an answer very, very quickly.
What I like in something you're saying in there is having access to other members who may have the equipment and the skills to sort out a problem. I think it's one of the basics of business. I always say to people, you know, we supply this service. This is what we're really good at. But having access to a broader range where you can refer a client to, sort it out for a client, even if you get it in and get it done for them, clients just continually come back to you because they just go, well, why would I go anywhere else? At least you're honest. You can't do it, but you're going to get me someone who can, and you've got the contacts. Yeah,
and that's the thing. You can actually get someone in that you know, that you can trust to be able to do something for you, which means that, once again, you've expanded your area of expertise through someone else's expertise, obviously. But you've expanded the base of services that you can provide to your client, and your client has now the confidence that they're going to get a job done properly, rather than just striking some random person and going, well, you know, good luck with this. We'll try you, and not getting the result that they want. Okay, so it's about consistency as well as much as anything else. That person supplying the job, the person that's going to come in is going to be able to have those sorts of levels of skill that are required to do what that customer's requiring.
It's interesting you're saying about you've started the Facebook page, or it's an internal Facebook page. Were you expecting such a huge result for it, that people would just go, wow, this is fantastic?
Well, yes and no, because there are a couple other industry pages around, and they're quite active, and they're sort of Australia-wide. And so I did actually think that, being, you know, the fact that we're just here in WA, and you know, with the 45 odd members, that it probably wouldn't be so well utilised. But it took off so incredibly with a blinding flash, and even the people that went normally on the ones that from interstate, or the national ones, they were always sort of sitting in the background and watching. But with the one that we've got here, they're actually participating.
Wow!
And it's probably because of the fact that we know each other so well. We all know each other quite well. You know, having done quite a few things together over the years. Even the new guys that come in, they're quite keen and ready to get into it. So yeah, it's just it has surprised me actually as to how much it has been utilised.
Fantastic.
Because it's literally only been 2 weeks, and you go in there and it's just post, reply, and like, oh my god, God.
Interesting.
Take it to it like a duck's to water.
Interesting strategy there. If you're in your own industry or in a collection of businesses, you may be in a networking group and want to have an internal page where just yourselves can network together and help. But yours, Franco, someone watching now is going, okay, how do I join?
How do you join? Okay, well, there's a couple of different ways. The easiest way is to go to that the website, the www.ccwa.com.au. You will find a link on there. It says want to be a member, and underneath that you'll be able to find an application form. You'll be able to give us a call. We've got all the email links there and telephone numbers of the various committee members. As I said, Kim Howson is the one that looks after the media and recruitment side of things, and I look after the training side of things. Contact us and we'll be able to get the ball rolling for you.
Wonderful. Once again, Franco, real pleasure having you in. Franco, Fresh Air Carpet Cleaning. If you've got a problem, or maybe you've caused it.
He's not guilty.
He fixes it for you. Thanks, Franco. Really appreciate it.
No problem.